Hello! In this video, I will explain what is circumference, how to calculate its length, and how to calculate the length of a radius and the diameter of the circle if we know how long its circumference is. Circumference is the actual name of the line of the circle, but to calculate its length, we will need a constant called pi. So, what is this pi? Pi is a number which, as far as we know, consists of infinite amount of digits. As a constant, its value does not change no matter the context it is used in. Often, pi is approximated to have the value of 3.14. Many calculators have built in some approximation of the value of pi, which is more exact, so feel free to use that. However, if you do not have a calculator available, for our purposes, the value 3.14 will do. So, how do we use pi to calculate the circumference? The formula used to calculate the length of a circumference is 2 times pi times the radius of the circle. Since the diameter is twice as long as the radius, circumference can also be calculated simply by multiplying the diameter of the circle by pi. Based on this formula, you can calculate the radius and the diameter of a circle if you know its circumference. Similarly, you can calculate the circumference of the circle if you know its diameter or its radius. Let's go through a couple of examples. Here, we are asked to calculate the length of the circumference of a circle if its radius is 7 centimeters long. As mentioned earlier, one of the ways of calculating the circumference is by multiplying the radius by pi and by 2. 2 times pi times 7 is equal to 14 times pi, which is approximately 43.982. This sign simply means that we are approximating the value, since pi is an infinitely long number. However, if we are using calculator to two significant places, it is exactly 43.98. Now, if you do not have a calculator available, you will get a slightly different answer, 43.96. That is normal and will depend on the specific approximation being used. Another example. What if we are told that the diameter of a circle is 10 centimeters? In this case, in order to find out the length of the circumference, all we have to do is multiply the diameter by pi. 10 times pi, if using a calculator, is approximately 31.415 or 31.42 centimeters to two significant places. Without a calculator, the result will be 31.4. Again, these small differences are normal. Now, please practice solving these tasks. For the final two examples, remember that pi is also a number, and that you may be asked to provide answer in specific units. Pause the video and resume when you are done. Alright, here are the answers. If you are using a calculator to two significant places. Now, let's say we know the circumference of a circle and want to calculate its diameter. We do know the formula by now, so inserting the known values, we get that 22 is equal to pi times the diameter. Dividing both sides of the equation by pi, we find that the diameter is equal to 22 divided by pi, which is 7 centimeters to two significant places. In order to calculate the radius of a circle, given its circumference, we follow a similar process. We know the formula that uses the radius in order to calculate the circumference. So, inserting the values, we find that 2 times pi times the radius is equal to 50 centimeters. Dividing both sides by 2 times pi, we find that the radius is equal to 50 divided by 2 pi, which is equal to 7.96 to two significant places. Here are a couple of tasks for practice. Pause the video now and resume when you are done. Alright, no surprises here. The only thing I would point out is about the example E. Since pi is simply a number, just like 3 divided by 3 or 5 divided by 5 is 1, so is pi divided by pi. Thank you for watching and good luck.